Welcome back. Now we're on mission 6, Return Engagement. Part 4, Unhallowed Crown. Our mission description is the same, but our objectives have changed. Locate site of anointing ceremony, and destroy all super soldiers. Here we are, on the Unhallowed Grounds, where we're going to see the anointing ceremony that brings us the super soldiers, but not quite Himmler the First. That's going to be later. And we're not yet in Castle Wolfenstein. Why are we here then? But I think this is supposed to be where Heinrich the First is buried? Either way, we're going to figure out the whole situation, and we are told that there are super soldiers, so remember when we fought that Uber soldat? Yeah, we gotta fight 2 of them now at the same time. Oh goody! They're gonna have the Tesla gun again. It's gonna be hyper accurate again. It's gonna be an annoying fight. I don't know if I can actually beat them, but let's see. A strange thing that I noticed is that every level after the X labs are all happening at night. From the dam to the village to the chateau, we have the night sky above us, when previously we would have a cloudy sky or a day and night cycle happening. Nighttime is when the moon is out. There is more chaos. The absence of light. It is the darkest hour. In tarot, this would also be the moon, representing illusions, the subconscious mind, things that are unclear. Another way to think of it is that this is where BJ deals with his own shadow, or the darkness of his own subconscious mind. Being a modern warrior having to deal with the appeal of magical warfare. He sees these riches and lavish manners, all of these rewards that could be his if he worked with the bad guys. A warrior has power and ability to get things done, but they must also hold honor within their hearts in order to not lose themselves to evil. Yes, you could live in this awesome mansion if you were with the Nazis, but then you'd be with the Nazis and have the world destroyed by a crazy zombie king. This also reminds me of the legend of Beowulf, mostly because this Madame Blavatsky character acts a little bit like Grendel's mother. Every time we fight with these proto-soldiers, we are fighting something that is slightly human and giant. In the story of Beowulf, Grendel was considered a monstrous giant, as well as a descendant of Cain from the Bible, the first murderer, and the one exiled to the land of Nod. Grendel was defeated by Beowulf after Grendel attacked people over their singing, and later Beowulf had to confront Grendel's mother. She is also a descendant of Cain, and she almost kills Beowulf, but Beowulf kills her with an ancient sword. Here, Madame Blavatsky is trying to birth her own form of Grendel, or perhaps we can say all of the proto-soldiers are already her children. I don't know if this was her or Helga who summoned the Dark Knights so that they can be given cybernetic enhancements, but I assume it was Blavatsky who did the ritual magic stuff, since she's more with spells and stuff. Helga was not really there. Like, I don't know. How was Helga a witch again? Well, either way, Grendel's mother feels like she's an inspiration for how we have a woman doing the ritual. But witches doing rituals is normal. In Norse mythology, these witches were called vulvas. Yes, like the vagina. Okay, get it out of your system. But these vulvas would do rituals called seed, and they usually had a ceremony area doing their chants, and they would go into a trance to see the future or other things a seer would do. Vulvas didn't really have a summoning demon thing, but summoning spirits in general is a very wide trope. A lot of it stems back to King Solomon with the 6-sided star, with King Solomon summoning demons. I am a bit embarrassed to say this, but I just realized why we see the 6-sided star everywhere in the occult areas. It's been in relation to King Solomon summoning demons this whole time. And Heinrich is the demon in question for this game. I mean, he's not a demon, but, you know, he's being summoned. Okay, let's endure the darkness. That's Mariana Blavatsky, who we see for the first time.
All right. Madame Blavatsky will begin the ceremony any time now. Once she begins, make sure that you
Ooh, I love her hair.
look in the direction of the ruins.
What will happen if we...
If you look, well, first your blood would begin to boil. And after that, well, it doesn't matter very much after that, yeah?
Yeah.
Stand your post here and make sure you do not lose power. Understood?
Jawohl! Jawohl!
Oh my god, they give her such a nice ass. She walks away like Rouge the Bat. So let's leave the chateau. Oh! So this is the part of the game where we're gonna fight our worst enemy yet. The darkness. And it's all outside. I have the game's brightness all the way up. I also increased the brightness for the recording just in case. And so if it's still ridiculously dark, well, that's the game for you. I'll show you what I see real quick. Yeah, it's that bad. How much of this ammo do we have? 11. So we can take out 11 of the gals. This part definitely is difficult because of the darkness. And it's even called The Dark as the mission. Well, we're not going to be able to see anything for most of it. Oh, and also the enemy can see you very well. So get ready for that mess. We quite literally need to hide behind these. And make sure we don't get shot by any of these women that are walking around. Pretty crazy how the soundtrack is the same as a crypt. Which is almost the same as the dog pound level from Dog's Life. Yep, see? She's a sniper. And surprisingly, they're shooting us in the dark without the snooper rifle. Which is going to make it a lot harder because we don't get much snooper rifle rounds. I guess that's the only way to make the enemies harder, huh? Make them technically invisible. Some tombstones. Let's rush over here. Ooh. So we were spotted. Oh, I think I'm going the wrong way completely. Almost slid down and broke my crown. Lands boner first like Charlie Sheen in Scary Movie 3 under downing Viagra. Okay. We're gonna try to hide on this side because nobody can hit us from here without going on this. There was two of them. Check out this side first. It's actually a really long stun. I was not expecting that. Let's hide in here. Something I noticed is that every time there's lightning, I feel like it's summoning more enemies. So... lightning means bad. But I do love the sound effect. So we're gonna hide over here. I really love it in these games where the gun just flies into your hands. Okay, so we're going to use this wall as our next save spot. Make sure it's safe. Sorry, I'm a big baby about everything. The last thing I want to do is repeat this part when I don't have to. There should be some spots to hide here, but there is a woman around here. You hear that? The click of her reloading. And she has sunglasses. Meaning she does not give a darn. Like a honey badger. Ooh. A lightning hit over here. So they're trying to make it look as close as possible. Okay, I don't know where that was. So I got hit twice. And I couldn't see anything. And my pinky is tired from crouching for so long. Okay, we're gonna use this then. Finally. What is that area she's on? It's like a tower. Or just a mountainside platform. I guess they put that so that the model doesn't slide down and so we can't go up there. There's another sniper around there. Oh, it's not a sniper, it's just another person. Oh yeah, there's that machine gun, huh? Somewhere over here by a gate. I can't see her. I think they made this area dark and foggy so that the chicks are hidden by distance. Like I said, it's ridiculous. Ugh. To Wolfenstein. Oh, so we are close. The lights sort of help, but that glare is making it so blinding. Can't tell where they are. I think one of them has a Luger. That's kinda cool. Check it out. Oh. So that destroys more of the area. So I'm staying away from that machine gun, because that's going to get me killed instantly. Instead, we're going to wait for the enemy to come closer. Which we can kind of hear, actually. I'm so glad I didn't hit that wall. Alright. I'm gonna play it safe and stay behind this wall. As long as we have less than 7 babes, I'll be fine. Can barely see her. Making them silent and invisible and witches all works so beautifully though. And all under the moonlight. Is that a person? That is. I'm so glad cars don't glow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, be careful when the lights activate. You are truly blinded. Like, what do they want us to do in this mission? Are we forced to use the gun that has like 3 bullets in it? And this health only made me go up to 88? Are you kidding me? Some kind of sick joke. In both ways. So this is where we fight the Uber Soldats. It is by far the hardest battle in the whole game. It's like the last boss, but with 2 of them. So we're gonna be using these. I'm gonna hope I don't miss too many times. I'm lucky that he wasn't looking at me. Wasting a bit of ammo, but it's worth it. Alright. Here comes the second one. Let's give him some space. I believe he's the one that shoots us with the Tesla zippity doodah gun. Try to use this gun. Wait a minute, they don't have Tesla guns. A hot dog, this is way easier. I could have sworn they had Tesla guns. Maybe it's by random? Or maybe I'm too far. Okay. Woo! Had to do a fake out. BJ and his basketball skills. A wee bit ridiculous, but bearable. Now it's not really a health issue, but more like an ammo issue. Oh, that gun doesn't work. This gun has no ammo. How'd that happen? Oh. Let's finish him off with a Tommy gun, like we did in the X Labs. So as long as you keep your distance, dodge the rockets, and have plenty of long-range ammo, you can leave this with no damage. I did not expect that. I had a lot of trouble the last time I played. He's losing a lot of armor. Almost naked. Oh, Jesus. Okay, got him with the Tommy gun. Oh, of course, there's all these things over here. Well, I could have made it a little bit easier for myself with the Panzerfaust. Maybe even the dynamite. But either way, it's done. More ammo for this one. Still not that much. So I was trying to figure out why the thing was leaning. So we destroyed all the super soldiers and we did an anointing ceremony. So they did have that weapon I was worried about. That sound effect. Or like poo dripping from the ceiling. Okay. Oh, so there's these little rebels here. But yeah, that's the battle. Technically the third boss battle, since this is very hard. But with plenty of space. This area is locked in. Yes, okay, so the only way to get out of here is through the catacombs. Yo!